Have you ever had a dream so powerful it felt real? Martin Luther King Jr. did. On a hot summer day in Washington, D.C., he stood before thousands at the Lincoln Memorial. 100 years after Lincoln freed the slaves, not everyone was truly free. People with dark skin faced unfair treatment, told where to sit, eat, and learn. Martin was there to say it was time for change. He didn't shout. He used words. He shared his dream. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. People listened, cried, cheered, and felt hope. His dream still echoes today, reminding us that change begins with courage, and it's up to us to keep it alive. Today, decades after Martin Luther King Jr. shared his dream, his work isn't finished. The world he imagined is still being built. We still see people judged for how they look or what they believe. That's why Martin's story matters. It's a guide for how to be a hero in our own lives. He showed us you don't need superpowers to make a difference. Martin was a preacher, a father, a husband, an ordinary person who saw something wrong and decided to act. Courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about doing what's right, even when you are. Our voices and actions have power, whether we're speaking to thousands or standing up for one friend. Big changes start with small acts of courage and kindness. His dream wasn't just for him, it was for all of us. Learning about Martin is learning how to build a better world. His dream challenges us to stand up for love, justice, and each other. We are the ones who write the next chapter. We are the keepers of the dream. Before he was a leader, Martin was just a boy in Atlanta, Georgia, named Michael King Jr. His family changed their names to honor Martin Luther, a great reformer. His home was filled with love and books. His parents taught him he was somebody. But outside, the world was harsh. Segregation kept black and white people apart. One day, his white friends stopped playing with him because of his skin color. Heartbroken, Martin's mother told him, "Don't ever let anyone make you feel like you are nobody." He saw whites-only signs and had to sit in the back of the bus. His father stood up to unfairness, refusing to accept disrespect. Martin learned you could resist injustice with dignity. These early lessons planted a seed of determination in him. He saw the pain of racism, but also the power of standing up for what's right. These experiences shaped the boy who would become a leader. They taught him the difference between right and wrong. They lit a fire in him, a fire to change the world. Martin's childhood was the beginning of a lifelong fight for justice. As Martin grew, so did his determination. He went to college at 15, searching for a way to fight injustice without violence. He found inspiration in Jesus' teachings and in Mahatma Gandhi's peaceful protests. Gandhi showed that you could fight for freedom without hate or violence. Martin realized nonviolence was the better way, a way to be strong without being cruel. He became a preacher, ready to inspire and lead. He taught that nonviolence was not weakness, but true strength. It took courage to face hate with love, to accept blows without hitting back. He believed peaceful protest could awaken the nation's conscience. Martin was ready to put these ideas into action. He led by example, showing that justice and love could change hearts. Nonviolence became the heart of his movement. He inspired others to join him in peaceful resistance. Martin's vision was clear: fight for justice, but never lose your soul. He was ready to lead a revolution of love, and the world was about to see what that meant. The test came in Montgomery, Alabama, when Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat. Her arrest sparked the Montgomery Bus Boycott, led by the young Dr. King. For 381 days, Black residents walked instead of riding buses, facing threats and violence. Martin's leadership inspired courage and unity. Even after his house was bombed, he urged peace, not revenge. The boycott succeeded. The Supreme Court ruled bus segregation illegal. This victory was just the start. In Birmingham, Martin led peaceful protests against brutal segregation. Police attacked marchers, even children, with dogs and fire hoses. The world watched in horror, and the truth of racism was exposed. Martin was jailed, where he wrote his famous letter from Birmingham jail. All of this led to the March on Washington, where he gave his I Have a Dream speech. Over 250,000 people gathered for justice and unity. The march showed the government that change could not wait. The boycott proved nonviolence could work. Birmingham showed the ugliness of hate. Washington showed the beauty of hope. Each step was part of the long march toward freedom. Martin's movement changed America's laws and its heart. The journey was hard, but the dream kept moving forward, and the world was watching. We see Martin as a hero, but he was also human. He felt fear and doubt. The pressure was enormous. Threats came daily. One night, exhausted and afraid, he prayed for strength. He felt an inner voice. Stand up for justice. I will be with you. That moment gave him courage to continue. Even the government tried to stop him. The FBI spied on him, hoping to destroy his reputation. Despite danger and betrayal, Martin kept going. He spoke of love and justice, even when it was risky. True heroes feel fear but move forward anyway. Martin's strength was not the absence of fear, but the will to overcome it. His hidden struggles make his courage even greater. He faced threats, hate, and surveillance, but never gave up. His story reminds us, bravery is doing what's right even when you're scared. Martin's power came from his faith and his refusal to let fear win. He showed us that real strength is found in the struggle, and that's what made him a true hero. After the Civil Rights and Voting Rights Acts, some thought the work was done. But Martin knew the dream had to grow. He saw poverty trapping people of all races, especially in northern cities. Racism wasn't just about laws. It was about opportunity. Martin called for economic justice, good jobs, decent homes, quality education for all. He spoke out against the Vietnam War, connecting peace, poverty, and racism. Many turned against him, but he stood firm. In his final year, he launched the Poor People's Campaign, planning a march on Washington for economic rights. In Memphis, he supported striking sanitation workers. There, his life was cut short. Martin was assassinated at just 39. His fight for justice, peace, and equality was unfinished. But his vision had grown beyond civil rights. It was a call for human rights. Martin's dream became bigger than one man or one movement. He challenged America to care for all its people. And his dream still calls us to action. The world was stunned by Martin's death, but his dream did not die. Because of his work, laws changed and doors opened. The Civil Rights and Voting Rights Acts became the foundation for equality. But Martin's legacy is more than laws. It's a way of living. He gave us words like nonviolence and beloved community. He showed that love can change the world. His birthday is now a national holiday, a day to remember and reflect. His dream is our responsibility now. Every act of kindness, every stand against injustice, keeps the dream alive. The dream is a journey, not a destination. Martin was an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. He proved one dream can inspire a nation. Now it's our turn. What is your dream for the world? How will you use your voice and heart to make it real? The dream lives on, in you, in all of us.